Hi everyone, welcome to back the channel. A rush in the ever-evolving landscape of armored warfare. The year 2026 delivers something truly disruptive, a next-generation main battle tank that redefines the boundaries of firepower, mobility, and defense. Introducing the Aether Lancer, a cutting-edge armored platform that merges artificial intelligence, plasma-based propulsion, and adaptive stealth into one unstoppable war machine. The Aether Lancer is more than a tank, it's a battlefield ecosystem, a smart, silent, lethal, and adaptable to terrain, mission, and threat level. Built by a secretive consortium of defense contractors across North America and Europe, the Aether Lancer is the result of over a decade of black-budget R&D. Now officially revealed to the world, this tank represents the dawn of the post-diesel, post-steel era of ground combat. It's a glimpse into the military future where armor is intelligent, firepower is modular, and speed is no longer sacrificed for protection. What separates the Aether Lancer from conventional MBTs like the M1A2 Abrams Sep-4 or the Russian T-14 Armata is its radically different design philosophy. This is not an evolution, it's a revolution. The Aether Lancer has no crew inside. It is fully autonomous by default, with the ability to be remotely manned or controlled depending on mission parameters. Gone are the days of cramped crew compartments and human vulnerability. Instead, you get a lightweight titanium carbide hull, self-healing nanomaterials, and a hybrid exo-armor system that reacts to threats in milliseconds. Measuring 7.2 meters in length and weighing only 47 tons, significantly lighter than most heavy MBTs, the Aether Lancer uses a revolutionary kinetic plasma drive system. This propulsion tech allows for ultra-quiet movement, no thermal signature, and seamless transition between terrains, whether urban rubble, marshes, desert sands, or snowy tundra. Capable of reaching speeds up to 95 km per hour on open terrain and 65 km per hour off-road, this tank moves like a rapid assault vehicle but hits with the force of a heavy artillery platform. Its top-mounted turret isn't a traditional cannon either. Instead, it features a modular magnetic rail launcher that can be swapped out for different mission loadouts. The default configuration fires 155mm hypervelocity kinetic rounds, using magnetically induced acceleration rather than gunpowder, giving it a flat trajectory and armor-penetrating capabilities that surpass any legacy system. The rounds travel at Mach 7a, enough to pierce even the most reinforced bunkers or active protection-equipped armor. But firepower doesn't stop there. The Aether Lancer also features two plasma arc cannons mounted on retractable side pylons. These are designed for anti-drone, anti-vehicle, and close-quarter suppression. While still controversial due to power consumption, plasma weaponry in the Aether Lancer is stabilized by its onboard microfusion cell, another first in combat vehicle design. Beneath its armor lies a smart nervous system, a battlefield neural network fed by quantum-grade processors. This eye doesn't just navigate terrain or execute orders. It predicts enemy movement, suggests firing solutions, prioritizes threats, and manages energy distribution on the fly. In a conflict zone, it can operate without GPS, using terrain recognition and inertial guidance. If jammed, spoofed, or ambushed, the Aether Lancer doesn't panic, it adapts. Perhaps the most terrifying feature from an enemy's perspective is its stealth. This tank doesn't rumble, it glides. The outer surface is coated with active metamaterials that bend radar waves and thermal imaging away from sensors. The Aether Lancer can literally vanish from enemy scopes, especially in urban or forested environments. Its stealth capabilities are akin to those of 5th-gen fighter jets, but on ground platforms, a milestone in armored combat. To increase battlefield versatility, the Aether Lancer uses modular mission pods on its rear frame. These pods can house drone swarms, anti-air missiles, electronic warfare suites, or medical supplies. In less than an hour, a logistics unit can reconfigure the Aether Lancer for a new mission profile, from heavy assault to recon, from siege to support. Internally, this tank doesn't use traditional hydraulics or diesel-powered systems. Everything is controlled via magnetic actuators and high-voltage pulse networks. The result: fewer moving parts, lower maintenance, and near-instant reaction times. Its suspension system uses adaptive magnetorheological technique, adjusting stiffness based on terrain data and g-forces, ensuring stability whether climbing hills or engaging targets at full speed. The brain of the Ether Lancer, known as Lancer Core IA, is not a typical autopilot. It's a layered decision matrix capable of both reactive and proactive thinking. Trained on over 50 million combat simulations and real-world battle data, the Core IA adjusts to opponents mid-battle. If an opponent adapts, it adapts faster. If ambushed, it calculates multiple escape vectors and chooses the least risky path based on mission priority and unit integrity. Defensive systems are equally advanced. The tank features a 360-degree threat detection array powered by LiDAR, hyperspectral cameras, and ultrasonic sonar. This multispectrum awareness means it sees what humans can't: camouflaged enemies, underground mines, aerial threats, and even communications emissions. If a threat is identified, the active protection system launches interceptor flares, counter-drone nets, or deployable smoke infused with reflective particles to confuse targeting lasers and guided projectiles. To deter swarm tactics, the Ether Lancer can deploy defensive nano-drones that surround the vehicle in a 30-meter radius. These airborne sentinels provide real-time 3D mapping and can detonate small charges to disable approaching infantry or munitions. And because the Ether Lancer operates without crew inside, it can undertake suicide missions or remain in contested zones far longer than traditional tanks, without risking human life. Another mind-blowing component is its communication suite. The Ether Lancer uses encrypted quantum entanglement channels, meaning it can send and receive commands without detectable signals, immune to jamming or hacking. It also supports low Earth orbit satellite tethering, maintaining a digital link even in electromagnetically hostile environments. In cooperative missions, multiple Ether Lancer units form what's known as a hive. This is an AI-based, decentralized command structure where each tank shares real-time data with others. They maneuver like a school of fish, adapting formation, covering flanks, and coordinating fire without human micromanagement. This distributed cognition allows Ether Lancers to dominate larger, less intelligent enemy forces with brutal efficiency. Fueling all this power is the microfusion generator. Compact, clean, and potent, it powers everything from propulsion to weapon systems to environmental adaptation. Unlike traditional fuel-dependent platforms, the Ether Lancer needs no supply lines. It can operate independently for over 96 hours of continuous combat without needing refuel or recharge. In terms of logistics, the tank is surprisingly efficient. Since it doesn't carry humans, there's no need for oxygen, climate control, or life support systems. Maintenance is reduced by 70% compared to diesel platforms. With remote diagnostics and predictive part failure alerts, mechanics can anticipate issues before they happen, minimizing downtime on the battlefield. Even the software isn't static. The Ether Lancer receives over-the-air updates, pushing new algorithms and tactical data from centralized military clouds. In the middle of a campaign, the tank can download updated maps, threat recognition profiles, and even new behavior trees for its IA, evolving as the war evolves. For all its offensive might, the Ether Lancer is also a deterrence platform. Nations equipped with Ether Lancer units command respect due to their strategic advantage. It's a psychological weapon as much as a physical one, a visible reminder that warfare is entering a new phase where speed, intelligence, and autonomy are as critical as firepower and armor. Trials have already proven its dominance. In simulated war games conducted in classified environments, Ether Lancer units defeated enemy battalions with 90% efficiency, even when outnumbered 3-1. No other current generation tank could keep up, either in movement or in fire precision. In electronic warfare simulations, the Ether Lancer neutralized radar, drones, and communications within minutes. International response has been mixed. While allied nations line up to procure or license the technology, adversaries view it as a serious threat to conventional military doctrine. Some claim it escalates the arms race into fully autonomous lethal warfare, removing the human conscience from combat. Ethical concerns have been raised, especially regarding the eyes-kill decision autonomy, though developers assure it adheres strictly to rules of engagement and UN combat protocols. But make no mistake, the Ether Lancer is here, it's operational, and it's changing everything. From anti-insurgency operations in narrow city streets to full-scale armored engagements in open fields, this tank is poised to dominate every theater it enters. It's not just a machine, it's a smart, strategic, and survivable system of warfare. As militaries evolve and adapt to emerging threats in 2026 and beyond, the Ether Lancer serves as a benchmark of what future combat vehicles will be: a silent, lethal, smart, and untouchable. The battlefield of tomorrow isn't coming. It's already here, and it rolls on plasma tracks under the name Ether Lancer.